Today in this tutorial we are going to learn about local storage. So for that, first of all I will create a button and the button type is button, and now just here I will write a click function, and here I will write the function name is add, and parenthesis, this is the syntax of function, and now I will write the button name is click. So now our button will be created. So here my website, and here you can see this is the button, and now inside the ts file I will create a variable, and the variable is type is string, and first of all I will store it nothing, that means this is the blank, and now I will copy our click function, the function name is add. So just here, and when I will click the button, so then I will assign some text inside this title variable. So this dot title equals to, this is the video of local storage. So I add this title is this is the video of local storage inside this title variable, and I use this keyword because this variable is global. Global means outside the function I declare the variable, that means this is the global variable, and when we assign global variable then we use this keyword. So let's see what happened. So before that I have to copy this variable, and just here to use curly braces, that means interpolation, I will paste this variable, and now I will check the browser. So if I click the button, so you can see it's showing this is the video of local storage, and I will store it inside a h1 tag, and inside this h1 tag I will paste here. So you can see this is the video of local storage, but if I refresh our page, that means reload, so you can see the text is disappeared. So for that, this time we use local storage. So if I store the value inside the local storage and we get the value from the local storage, then if I refresh our page, then it will not be disappeared. So let's see how to store local storage. So just here add semicolon, and now here I will write local storage dot set item, because first of all we set the item inside the local storage. So local storage dot set item, and when I will write parenthesis, so you can see the it's showing the format of local storage. So first of all we have to write the key and then string. So that means guys, string local storage always store string value, not number. So here you can see first of all key and then the string. String means value. You can see here it's showing value is string. So let's see how to write. So I will write inverted comma, and now first of all I have to write key. So key is the always as per your choice. So here I will write the key name is token and comma, and now our value. So our value means I store this string value inside this title variable. So I will copy this title variable and paste here. Otherwise you can paste this title variable, not title variable, I mean this text directly here. So this time it will be also stored inside a local storage, but I stored this string value, that means text, inside this title variables. So just here I stored this our variable. So now if I go to browser, and first of all I will open our developer tool. So inspect, and now we check local storage inside this application tab. So I will go to the application tab, and here you can see it's showing a local storage. So I will zoom it. So here you can see it's showing local storage. So every website has a local storage, session storage. So we are using local storage. So I will open the local storage, and our website is running localhost 4200. So you can see http localhost 4200. So if I click here, so you can see it's showing blank because now I did not store here anything. So if I click the button, so now this value is stored into local storage. So our key is token and the value is stored inside this value tag. So you can see this is the video of local storage. So now if I refresh, so it will be disappeared from our page, but not here. It's disappeared from our page because we did not get this local storage. We set this value inside this local storage, but we did not get this value in our page. So for that, when we reload our page, then this ng on init fires. This is the life cycle hooks, and ng on init calls when our page is reloaded. So when we reload our page, so this time inside this title variable we store our local storage value. So this dot title equals to local storage dot get item, because this time we are getting local storage inside the title variable. So get item, and now we are getting this key because inside this key we store our string. String means this string, and this I store inside our title variable. So if I call this local storage dot get item token, so now we will get our value. So now save. So first of all, if I refresh, I mean here you can see I clear our local storage. So if I refresh, it's showing nothing, but when I will click the button, so then it will be fire this function. So that time it store this local storage. So you can see it stored local storage, and when I will reload our page, so again inside this title variable I call this local storage dot get item. So if I reload, then it will not be disappeared from here, because when our load function is called, then we store this local storage again in our title variable. So this is the local storage. And how we remove local storage? So again I will click the button, I will create a button. Button type is button, and here I will write again click function, and the function name is remove, and now here remove, and I will write this set. Okay, so I will refresh our storage, I mean clear our storage. So first of all, here I will write a break tag. Okay, not break tag, I will add some space. So style to margin right, this is the CSS to add some space. So margin right 10 pixel. So now if I click set, so it's showing this local storage because I set this inside the local storage. So if I refresh, so it won't be disappear, and when I will click this remove button, so it's showing nothing because I did not add the remove function in our TS file. So I will copy this, and below the add function here, and how to remove local storage. So just local storage dot remove item, and just I want to remove our token, so I will copy this and just here. So first refresh, again I will refresh it. So set, so local storage is set, and refresh. So it will not be disappear because local storage is set yet here. And if I click remove, so you can see the storage is removed from here. So now if I refresh, so it will be disappeared because I remove the storage from here. So this is the how to store string value I have shown here. And now I will show how to store number. So if I write here title is the type is number, and now here if I store here number like 100. So if when we are storing this dot title, so you can see it's showing error because local storage doesn't store number. So for that I have to convert it in a string format. So that for that we use JSON dot stringify, that will be convert number to string. So now inside this parenthesis I will call here, and when we get this local storage, so first of all we are storing this local storage as a string format, but it's actually number. So when I will get the local storage, so we are getting as a string format, but it's a number. So for that it's showing error. So when we will get this local storage, we have to get it as a number format. So for that here we will write JSON dot parse and parenthesis, and inside this parenthesis just I will paste here. So now you can see the error is gone. That means when we store the number value, then we convert it inside into a JSON dot stringify, that means string format. And when we get, so when we store the number, so as a JSON dot stringify format, but when we get, so then we have to convert the string as a number also. So we use JSON dot parse. So now everything is okay. And now so if I set, so you can see it stored 1000, but it's stored as a string format. And if I remove, you can see it's removed from here also. So hope guys you can understand about local storage. So if you want more videos about in Angular, so then you can subscribe and press the notification bell icon also.